Hello everyone, good day. So this is a recorded discussion for our lesson 7. So for today's topic, our learning objectives will be for you guys to develop a simple job production schedule, explain work in progress, identify and evaluate key performance indicators, and apply scheduling concepts in real scenarios. So for today, our topic is all about operation scheduling and performance management. So in any organization, no, whether a factory, bakaharon, a retail store, or a hospital, no, so efficient use of time and resources is very important and very critical. Operation scheduling and performance management helps the company to ensure that the tasks are completed on time. So resources are used efficiently and the organizational goals are to be achieved. So this lesson will focus on how businesses plan work together and measures success. So the performance management through katong mga KPIs. Okay, so bridging the gap between planning and evaluation. So as you can see in the illustration, so there are two parts of the entire operation of the overall operation of the company. So we have the action, so that will be the planning, and the other one is the measurement, so that will be the evaluation. So when we say planning or the action, so this is about the designing system, the schedules, and the workflow of the entire company. So basically, this is setting up how things should happen in an organization. And then on the other side, the measurement or the evaluation. So this will focus on checking whether those plans actually work by tracking the data results. So putting in and working on these aspects will tell us, no, as if we are the company owner, no, it will tell us that good planning needs proof through measurement or evaluation, and good measurement or evaluation only matters if it is connected back to the plan. So example ani is if kanang sa mga bakery scenarios, no? So buta na to sa planning sa bakery is that the bakery decides to introduce a new schedule sa ilahang baking schedule. So ang ilahang plot is baking, they will bake the bread at 4 a.m. So it's fresh when customers arrive at 6 a.m. no. And then they also design a workflow where one team, daghang team sila hang gipang ano no, gipang kanang buhat, na ay team nga mag-handle sa mixing, napoy team nga mag-handle sa baking, and another team for packaging. So on the other hand, sa evaluation nga side or sa measurement, they will track the daily sales, also the customers' feedback, and the waste level of katong ilahang entire production. So if ang sale is nag-arise, and then fewer loaves or katong fewer lang ang kanang mga waste sa katong ilahang gibuhat or mga kanang loaves kanang that is unsold, so then ang ilahang plano is effective. But if the waste increases or the customers complain about the freshness of the bread, therefore they will adjust the schedule to workflow. So to connect the actions and the measurement, no. So the plan guides the work, the action plan guides the work, but the measurement or the evaluation will prove whether the plan really actually delivers a good result to the customer. So mo na siya no ang two sides no, the action which is the planning and the measurement which is the evaluation. So magsukuyog jud na silang duha, and if maayo ang ilahang result, then that's the time nga, or we can say that there is a good nga connection between sa imuhang giplano o sa imuhang output, no, sa imuhang plans. Okay, so These are the core curriculums, no? So we have here the aspects to achieve a successful operation in the business. So operation success rests on these three pillars, no? That holds everything up. So mo na diha no nga ang imuhang makita or ang ato makita sa diagram is ang operation success, and then naa siya three pillars nga if ever na isa nga dili mo function, then medyo mo tagilid jud or dili kaayo mag-work ang imuhang entire operation and lisod i-achieve ang success. So we have the pillar number one, the job and production scheduling. The second one is the managing work in progress. And then the third is the key performance indicators or the KPI. So kaning job and production scheduling, this is the pillar that will help the business decides when and how tasks should be done. And then, ang work in progress is keeping track on unfinished tasks or products so they don't pile up or getting delayed, no? And then, kaning key performance indicators are the measuring tools, measure the results with clear numbers to see if the system is really working. So these three pillars create a strong foundation. So again, kato kong gingon, no, if one pillar is weak, so pareha ng kuntay, poor ang scheduling or unclear ang iyahang key performance indicator. So the whole structure of the operation becomes unstable. So para masabtan nato siya, no, we have here isa-isahon jud nato siya. So number one is kaning job and production scheduling. So when we say job and production scheduling, this one also, kung mingon tag scheduling or scheduling is the process of assigning task, resources, and time slots to complete the work efficiency. So we have two types of job scheduling, no? We have the of scheduling, I mean, we have the job scheduling and the production scheduling. So they have different focus. So kung mingon tag job scheduling, it focuses on the assigning of tasks to specific workers or machine. And then, um, this is very common in service industry and mga small operations. So, as we all know, no, kasabot naman ta kung unsa ang job scheduling. So, pareha din na sa example no nga, the bank schedules tellers to ensure enough staff are available during peak hours. So, example, mga peak hours, no? So, pareha sa bangko nga, usually ang peak hours na nila is from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. And pagkahapon po jud na po na sila peak hours diha. So that's the time no nga kailangan kung naa kay tulo ka book teller diha, dili pwede nga isa lang ang mabilin during peak hours. So kailangan i-schedule gyud na nimo siya didto sa mga tellers, no. So putang natong kailangan ini peak hours ini ka 1 to ini ka 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. ang mo duty diha is si teller 1 at saka si teller 2. And then pagka peak hours na pud ini kahapon, since mo man jud pagdagsa sa mga tao, so kailangan tulo mo ka book ang nadina. So inguna na, no, that is an example of job scheduling. Again, focuses on assigning tasks to specific workers or machines. Another is the production scheduling. So production scheduling focuses on the manufacturing processes. So it will determine what to produce, when to produce, and how much is the costing of the production. So example diha is a factory schedules the production of 1,000 units per day to meet the customer's demand. So again, ang production scheduling, it focuses on the manufacturing process, no? So kanang mga company nga manufacturing, they are kanang sa ni kanang mag-produce og in bulk mga production. So mo ni na siya, no, kanang sa production scheduling. Okay. So we have key objectives of okay, so these are the key objectives of scheduling, no. So first, para ma-minimize ang mga delay, no. So mo nga importante kayo nga mag-schedule jud ang company. Kay para walay mga idle time ba, kumbaga ma-minimize ang delay kasi if you have labi nang naay mga kota-kota no, so gamit jud kayo ang scheduling, plotting of schedules of the machines at saka the workers. Next is maximize the resource utilization, no? So it is very important also kay para ma-maximize ang resources utilization kasi nga what if daghan na jud kayo din na ang resources, ang mga raw materials, and then wala kay proper nga scheduling, so the tendency will be mag-stock ang imuhang raw materials. So muna no nga pati ang imuhang machines dili magana tanan, it's because mag-agad lang ka sa mga employers, sa operators, kung kano sa sila panglihok. So, muna no nga, with scheduling, it will maximize the resource utilization of your company. And then, meet deadlines, no? So, para nang na mga quota. So, kanang scheduling, gamit jud kayo siya. And reduce the cost of the company. So, again, those are the objectives of scheduling. Okay. Okay, so again, no, job and production scheduling. So it's about organizing the task in the right order, assigning the resources, and setting clear timelines so that the workflow will smoothly will smoothly operate without overloading the system. So ingon ana siya, importante jud kayo siya. Okay. Next is kaning WIP, no, or the work in progress. So kung mingon po tag work in progress, this is the or it refers to the task or products that are not yet completed. So kanang mga work in progress pa ba, masabtan mo dyan na to from its word, no? From kanang the word itself, work in progress. So not yet completed pa siya nga mga trabaho. So nganong kailangan nga ma-balance ang kaning work in progress? Why is it important? Nganong kailangan dun siya balansehon? Kasi if too much ang work in progress, it may slow down the operation kasi daghan naman kayo ang imuhang buhatonon nga wala pa nahuman. So the tendency is naa kay production diri sa A, nga imuha na siyang human o imuha siyang trabahoon, and then imong undangan nga paghuman na po B, imo na po trabahoon niya undangan nimo. So instead nga naa kay mga quota, the tendency is dili na nimo ma-meet imong mga quota because daghan ka og work in progress, no? So it will slow down the operation, and then it will increase the cost. So pag mas daghan nimo ang work in progress, mas daghan ang machines nga magana nga kanang unsa ni dili pa mahuman, nanadayoy mga idle time ang machine. So mo na no nga mag-increase ang imong costing as to the kuryente, di ba? So mo na siya no. So mo na nga mag-increase iyahang cost, and then cause confusion and efficiency. So it may cause mga confusion and inefficient nga kanang flow of the operation, no? Mo na'y mahitabo pag daghan na nag-pile up na ang imuhang mga work in progress sa imuhang company or sa imong labi na lang sa mga manufacturing. And on the other side, if too little lang po ng imong work in progress, gamay lang siya. So it may lead to idle workers, no? So mo na siya no nga pag gamay ra ang imuhang kanang gina-process, kanang work in progress nimo. So the tendency is kung tayo na kay tulo ka book machine, and then ang imuhang palihukon is duha lang. So how about the other one? So it will make an idle nga machine or kanang kuan dili siya magamit, dili siya productive. So napoy mga idle workers nga mahitabo, and then it will reduce the productivity. So since ang imuha untang kaya i-produce every day is 1,000 units of kanang a product, and then since gamay lang man ang imuhang imuhang giset nga kanang work in progress for today nga schedule, so the tendency is instead of kanang getting the 1,000 units, mahimo na lang og 800, mahimo na lang og 4 or less. So ingon na no, ma-reduce ang imuhang productivity. So mo na siya nga importante jud kayo nga mabalanse nimo ang imuhang work in progress sa operation kay para dili siya makahatag og burden sa imuha on both sides kung magamay man, di ba, kay syempre burden siya kung gamay lang imong work in progress at saka burden po siya pag daghan na pud kayo imong work in progress. So mo na nga dapat balansihon yun na siya. Okay, so managing the work in progress effectively, no? So first is you set limits of your mga unfinished nga trabaho. So dili ka pwede butang na to nga karong adlaw nag-set kag 5 ka diha in work in progress. And then pagka at the end of the day na ay tulo nga wala na human. So kailangan nga ang imuha jung pag mag-set kag schedule automatically nga kailangan mahuman jud na siya sa isa ka adlawan. Kay para ma makuan makanang ma-minimize nimo ang imuhang mga delayed nimo, no. So mana no nga you must have to set limits on your or on your unfinished work, and then prioritize mga urgent task, no. So i-priority jud na nimo labi na tong na mga kota nga dinagko, no, nga kanang ibutan nato sa scheduling mas una pa siya nga kanang kailangan. So muna no priority jud na nimo og ang kadaghanon pod. So ingon ana depende sa kung unsa ang kanang character or unsa ang kaning unsa ang kanang unsa tawag na weight ana nga produkto. So muna nga i-prioritize nimo ang urgent nga task, and then use scheduling tools, no. So muna nga mag-plot jud ka dapat maka-schedule sa imong operators as well sa imong machines, and monitor progress regularly kay para makabalo ka kung nahuman ba gyud ang trabaho or wala. So ingon ana nimo pag-manage dapat imuhang work in progress, no, para maging effective gyud siya. So we have an example, no. So nadina nga naay restaurant kitchen, no. So ang iyang work in progress katong mga orders nga ginapangluto, no. So the possible delay niya is since daghan naman kayo mga pending orders, so mo na nga mo delay na siya na nay mga kanang bottlenecks kumbaga ba. And also the so ang iyang kuan, ang iyang buhaton ni buta na to ni manager sa kitchen or ni supervisor is to properly schedule the entire nga process niya, no, para ma-ensure nga na faster nga service. So mag-plot ka na dapat tigluto, na dapat tig hugas, na dapat tig kanang slice sa mga kanang ingredients. So ingon ana, no. So mo na siya ang example sa properly working or properly effective managing of the work in progress. So again, work in progress management keeps the system from choking by balancing how much work enters and exits on your company or on your organization. Okay, next is the key performance indicator. So unsa po ni key performance indicator? Okay, so when we say key performance indicators or KPIs, so KPIs are measurable values used to evaluate performance. So it answers to the question, are we doing well? So ingon ana, no, by evaluating the entire operation of the company, so you will be able to know, no, kung asa man jud ay unsa nay level sa inyong performance. Is it excellent or just in the kanang middle or unsa ba jud, no? So mo na siya ang gamit sa KPI. So again, it answers to the question, are we doing well? So mo na siya, no? So these are the common KPI in the operation, no? So we have throughput. So ang meaning niya is the output nga giproduce sa company. So example niya, no, is kanang mga units nga quota ba. So pareha na mag 500 units per day ka sa imuhang manufacturing. So mo na siya, no. And then second is the lead time. So the time to complete the task that is given or that is kanang plotted on the schedule, no? So, example na is kanang 2 days per order. So, muna siya, no, sa lead time. And then, utilization rate. So, the resource usage efficiency. So, ang imuhang mga resources, kung nagamit ba yun nimo siya efficiently. So, inguna na, no? So, pareha, ang example niya is, kung sa imuhang company, like, sa imuhang machine, nagamit nimo 85% sa imong machine every day. So, that is a basis of a good nga KPI. And then, on-time delivery, no? So, the percentage of tasks completed on time. So, parihaan ng kuntahay na kay quota diha ang 1,000 units per day. So, nabuhat nimo ang at least 950. So, that means 950% nakuha. Ay, 95%, I mean. So, nakuha nimo ang 95%. So, that means nga ang imuhang on-time delivery is a good nga output, no? And then the waiting time, no? So the customers waiting time. So mo na siyang importante pud kay, no? So pareha atong kaganiha sa um restaurant, no? So kana siyang maghulat ang mga customers. So there are times diba nga naay mga restaurants labi na diri sa to sa Mungkayo, no, nga there may be times nga ang restaurant dugay kay maluto, maghulat kag dinugay, di ba? So mo na siya, no, importante pud kayo na. So these common KPIs are very important because this will be sometimes or usually the basis to make a good evaluate or to make if or to kanang unsa ni kanang para mabal-an nimo ba kung ang evaluation nimo ang mga measurements nga imong gibuhat sa imong organization will give you a positive na output. Okay, so why KPI matters? Nganong importante siya? So first, it will help track the progress sa imuhang company, sa imuhang kanang operation, buta na to sa manufacturing, sa imong gipang trabaho, sa imong kanang output, kumbaga, no? So it will help you track the progress of your company. And then identify the problems as well and improve the decision making and increase efficiency of the company. So mo nang importante jud kayo, no, ang key performance indicator. And why is monitoring important, no? So nganong importante man jud kayo nga i-monitor and i-evaluate nato ang KPI. So first is to ensure the schedules are followed, no, kay basin nang schedule ka din sa imuhang machine na kay tulo ka book machine and then nag-schedule ka din o ka ng tulo pud ka book tao by shifting nimo nga pag-check nimo is nag-overwork na di ay ang isa ka operator. It's because ang iyahang karelyebo wala na abot. So inguna na, no, para ma-ensure nimo ba nga the schedules are followed properly and it will detect delays early, no, and help improve your future performance as well. Okay. So again, key performance indicators are these scorecards that prove whether your operations are winning or need improvement. So mo nang gamit jud kayo ang key performance indicators. Mo nang imuhang buhaton or mo nang tool nga imong gamiton for you to measure your organization, no. Makita nimo if kanang okay ba ang output nimo, makahatag ba siya customer satisfaction sa imong clients. So this is the operations engine, no. So mo ni siya ang cycle niya bali. So this is the engine for a successful operation of the business, no? So it shows how the three pillars work together in a continuous nga cycle, no? As you can see in the illustration. So first is scheduling, no? So diha jud mag-start ang workflow. Kasi mo man na siya ipag-organize nimo sa mga task tanan, no, pag-plot nimo sa schedule and everything. And then the WIP management, so the work in progress management, no. So it will keep the flow balance in real time and prevent mga overload sa imong manufacturing. And then measuring also the KPI. So to make or to kanang see the result, to measure the result, I mean, and give data to improve the next schedule, no? So mo na siya to evaluate ba your entire nga operation. So it is a loop, no? As you can see, nakatuyong siya a loop where planning, controlling, and measuring feed into each other. So para mahatag siya og kanang smooth and better nga kanang operation in your business. Okay, so in healthcare, dili jud nato makita no ang real world application atong three pillars, no? Kasi as we all know, healthcare is very busy, no? One of the busiest nga kanang industry, one of the busiest na organization or institution, no? Kasi nga dili pwede nga walay tao, so muna dyan no nga kailangan nakaplatang schedule, shifting ang mga nurses, mga doctors, so mo na diha ano nadyo na sa healthcare kasi dili man pwede no nga sa healthcare is morning lang tanan 8 to 5 lang ang trabaho, so shifting yun na din na and then for the work in progress, no, kay syempre there are a lot of critical things nga dapat nimong i-monitor, no, di na sa sulod sa healthcare labi na ng mga nasa ICU, no, so for you to be able to know kung unsa na ang status sa imong pasyente, no, mo na nga gamit kay itong work in progress niya. And the KPI, no? So, for you to be able to know kung unsa pa ba, okay pa ba jud ang dagan sa inyuhang hospital, sa healthcare as to its, as to its kanang mga employees. Functional pa ba ang employees tanan? Basig na po yung mga ghost employees or unsa? So, mo na siya, no, nga, diri jud ang pinaka real world application of those three pillars, no, the scheduling, the work in progress, at saka the KPI. So diri gyud nato siya makita sa healthcare. Okay, so that's it, no? So again, operation scheduling and performance measurement are very essential for efficiency, productivity, and service quality, no? So by properly scheduling the task to your to your employees, managing the work in progress, and monitoring the KPIs, so the organization can ensure smooth operation and achieve their goals sa ilahang company. Okay, so that's it, everyone. So your assessment will be done via LMS. I will upload it and I will let you know when it's available. So thank you for listening. Have a great day, everyone.